Hi everyone, welcome back. In our last video, basically what we saw was we were able to create variables, okay, and capture them, okay, with some data, and then perform some operation and give us a result. Okay, so we saw things like a equals to 2, okay, b equals to 3, and we were able to say c equals to a plus b, okay. And if I print out C, I'll get the answer 5. Okay. Now, what we're going to do for this lesson is we're going to make a prompt to the user to key in some values. Okay. Currently, we are directly inputting values, but in a normal computing platform, when we want some interaction with the user, we have to give some prompt, okay, to tell the user to key in a number or write type in a sentence or something. Okay, so that is what we're going to learn for today. So what we're going to do first is click on file, new file, okay, and we are going to first save it. Okay, so go to file, save as, okay, and go to your folder, okay, where you're saving your information, and here I'm going to call it capture input. Okay, capture input dot, so you will save it as capture input dot py. If you want to put some other name, is also fine. Okay, so once that is done, you see the folder, uh, the directory over here with the file name. Okay, so the first thing is we want to capture input but with a prompt to the user. Because how do we do that? We're going to use the command called input. Okay, so how do we do that? We're going to say num1, okay, which is a variable. It goes to input, okay, input, and we're going to put two double quotes here and close the bracket over here. Okay, and whatever I put in this in between these two double quotes is basically the prompt that the user will see. So I'm going to key in enter first number. Okay, and what would happen is when I run this code, this sentence here, enter first number, will be printed out. Okay, and whatever number I key in would then be captured and stored inside this variable called num1. Okay, and I'm going to repeat this process. Num2 equals to input, okay, enter second number. Okay, so now I've captured two numbers and I'm going to compute the result. Okay, result is num1 plus num2. Okay, and I'm going to print out the result. Okay, addition result equals to, okay, I'm going to put a result over here. Okay, so what we have done here is we have captured two numbers. Okay, and after capturing the two numbers, we have done an addition over here and stored that result in this variable called result, and now we're going to print it out. Okay, so let's save it, and once we have saved it, we're going to run. Okay, we'll run module. Okay, so like I said, the first prompt comes up over here. Okay, so we are currently in the first line over here where we are telling the user to enter a number. Okay, so I'm going to key in, for example, 3. Okay, and now it goes to the second line, enter second number, key in 4, and the result is 34. Okay, so why does it show 34 or 34? Okay, so this is a interesting thing you must understand. In Python, when you use the keyword input, it captures whatever information that you provide as a string. A string is basically a group of characters. Okay, so you can basically capture all your letters, your numbers, everything, and treats it as a group of characters together. Okay, and when the data is captured as a character, when you do an addition, it is basically what we call a concatenation. That means it takes one character, which is 3, and adds it to another character, 4. So 4 comes after 3. Okay, so the way it deals with characters is a bit different. So you'll be learning about characters and strings in future classes. Okay, but for now, what we want is we want our program to run uh, with the understanding that both num1 and num2 should be treated as actual numbers and not characters. Okay, so how do we do that? What we can do is we can actually do what we call a casting, okay, of a data type from string to a number, which we generally call integer or float. Okay, for now we will stick with integers. Integers are basically whole numbers. Okay, so in order to do a casting, what I need to do is I need to say num1 equals to int num1. Okay, so when I do this, what happens is the actual num1 that I entered, which was actually a string, is now being converted to an integer and stored back into num1. So after this statement, num1 is treated as a number. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Num2 equals to integer num2. Okay, so after these two lines, what what will happen is both num1 and num2 are now treated as integers and not strings. Okay, so this addition result, this addition would uh, be uh, would be executed as the addition of two numbers. Okay, and then you'll see the result. Okay, so let's just see what happens now. Okay, now that I've done a casting of both num1 and num2 to integers. So I'm going to run module again. Okay, so the same thing now. I'm going to key in a number 3, the same number 4, and now you see the addition result is 7. Okay, which is what we expect. Okay, so in this lesson you have learned two very important things. Firstly, how to use the input. Okay, and after that, okay, we also learn how to do a casting. Okay, so right after this video you're going to be required to complete your first exercise on your own. Okay, so if you've already been trying, that's great. If not, now you need to definitely make sure you get some hands-on work. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining what you need to do in the next video. So that is a sort of a mini assignment. So complete the assignment first and see that you get the same output as what I'm showing, and I will also show you again in a subsequent video how to do it. But please do try, because coding is very much like maths. Okay, the more you do it, the more exercise you have, the more practice you have, the better you get at it. Okay, so just uh, make sure you try it out and see for yourself how things work. Okay, so look out for the next video where I'm going to explain your first assignment that you need to complete. All right, thank you, bye.